Hello everybody and welcome to a new Movie Hooker YouTube video. Today I am going to be talking about 3 upcoming South Korean movie releases, and yeah, let's get to it straight away. I'm familiar with one of these movies. It's featured on a Movie Hooker list that you can find on moviehooker.com if you like. So that's the wrong fucking password. Yeah, I only know about one of these movies, and that is called The Point Men. I will start talking about that one first, I guess, because it sounds really interesting in the sense that it's not going to be set in South Korea. We're going to get the South Korean action, but it's going to be set in the Middle East, and it's based on a true story. Hold on, did I get the true story? It was I think it might have been South Korean tourists were all kidnapped by the Taliban. I'm pretty sure, maybe ISIS. I'm not sure. Taliban or ISIS. I don't know. I'm mixing them up, but they're both arseholes. So yeah, it's up to like 2 South Korean government officials to go in and rescue the South Korean tourists. I think it was 23 or something people kidnapped. Hold on a second. Again, I should have all this ready to rock, and of course I don't. So this is called The Point Man. As I said, this one is probably already released or just being recently released. Maybe at the end of last year. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely, if it's not recently released, or if it's not released already, then we're going to see it very, very soon. And that is, there's me typing. I didn't even know what I typed there. Yeah, so The Point Man, let me see. It doesn't really say anything much there about it. A Korean diplomat is dispatched to Afghanistan. That's the Taliban, isn't it? I think so. A Korean diplomat is dispatched to Afghanistan when a group of South Korean tourists is taken hostage by the Taliban. Yes, I was right. So let me see if there's anything more that we can see. Right, here's a little bit a better synopsis. If I can zoom in, sometimes I can't fucking zoom in this thing. Okay, The Point Man, the story about a diplomat and a National Intelligence Service, the NIS agent, who struggle and risk their lives on a foreign soil to save Korean hostages that have been abducted in the Middle East. The film is based on the true events of 2007 South Korean hostage crisis in Afghanistan when 23 South Korean missionaries were captured and held hostage in Afghanistan. Hyun Bin, playing an NIS agent, conducts a rescue operation and negotiations with the help of diplomat played with Yang Jun-min. So, yeah, I can't really, we know the level of just the choreography and everything and that goes into their action sequences. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some Taliban getting their ass kicked by some South Korean badasses. So yeah, if you're like a NIS member, then that means you're like fucking a killing machine. So really looking forward to that there. Okay, and that is called The Point Man. Now, it was stated to be released in September 2022, but was postponed due to the aftermath of COVID. In December 2022, with the release of the trailer, the theatrical release date of the film was announced for January 18th, 2023. On February 3rd in Philippines, on February 8th in Cambodia, on March 3, and in Thailand, March 23rd. What about Ireland? They always forget Ireland. Always forget Ireland. The film was released in select theaters in the United States and Canada in January 27. Okay, it just mightn't be here, but we are getting this one really, really soon. So that sounds awesome, and that is called The Point Men. And it's a great cast as well. So let me see, what else was I going to call? Right, next up, I want to talk about a movie called BOKSOON. When I first read the title of that, I thought, okay, someone wants to kill BOKSOON, but I think this woman's name is actually Kill BOKSOON. So I'm going to say that this is going to be sort of along the lines of, you know, the badass female assassin movie. Like I won't say like the Villainous, because the Villainous is that, you know, it's shot that uniquely. So there's not a lot of things out there like the Villainous, but it does feature a highly trained female assassin with 100% kill rate. And yeah, let's try and find out. Let's see, Kill BOKSOON. I think there was another thing with BOKSOON. Strong Girl BOKSOON. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's a Korean drama, but that's BOKSOON's obviously a popular name. Kill Box. There it is, straight away. Kill BOKSOON. Okay. Upcoming South Korean film directed by Byun Sung Hyun. Back an extremely terrible pronunciation. This is actually the guy who directed, I'm pretty sure, anyway. This is the guy who directed The Merciless, which is another phenomenal movie. So this is the new film from the director of The Merciless. That is very, very good news. And it is an action female-led assassin movie. The poster is pretty cool as well. It's got pretty much every instrument that you could use to kill someone here. It's got like a woman just walking with a briefcase. I'm going to say that's Kill BOKSOON. And then there's a big giant pair of scissors. There's a hatchet with loads of blood on it. There's like I would say a knife, but it looks like a samurai sword covered in blood. And then, yeah, a pair of scissors covered in blood. But this is going to arrive on Netflix. It's just seen here in the poster. So the synopsis for Kill BOKSOON. Is my mic still on? Yeah. A legendary killer in the contract killing industry, dying or killed or getting caught. What? Kill BOKSOON, a legendary killer in the contract killing agency, dying or killed or getting caught up in an unavoidable confrontation just before renewing her contract with the company. That, like, I'm going to say this is going to be unreal. The poster is just proves that, because of all these, like a gun, scissors, samurai sword, and an axe. And you can say what you want about Netflix, but as far as South Korean content goes, Netflix are pretty much way ahead of everybody else. And that their South Korean content alone is enough for me to subscribe to that, even though I don't subscribe to it. I use my brother's account. You know, so I pay for Prime, he pays for Netflix. It's all used within the family, you know. But anyway, go back to the South Korean thing. I was going off track there. Go back to the South Korean thing. What I'm saying is that the Netflix are like dominating the South Korean cinematic universe, we'll just say. And their films are gritty as hell. Like, you know, I don't know the director's name, but he was the director of The Villainous. He released his second movie, which is released at the Netflix, and that was called Carter. Sorry, I just had a brain fart there. That was called Carter. Carter was really good. It was, I think it was a bit too ambitious, and that's a horrible thing to say, I think, because it's still just so unique, and violence, just over the top violence, and it's just beautiful. But just like Peninsula, the Train to Busan sequel, Carter introduces a lot of American characters, and also not every Korean actor, but you know, once some Korean actors start having to say English lines, then, you know, I think that they're more concentrating on the dialogue rather than what they can bring to the performance, because it's a new language and it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't, like some American, that's because of The Villainous. The Villainous is so badass and so unique that some American production company was like, hey, I want a bit of that pie for your next movie. And that's it. So there was a lot of scenes I thought were just the CGI was just a little bit too much, and some of them looked like sort of game graphics, I thought. Now, the villainess was filmed, as I say, very uniquely, but there is, if you know, what was the first one? Bad Elbows. Is it? No, Biting Elbows, Bad Motherfucker. That's the YouTube video. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. And that guy who made Biting Elbows, Bad Motherfucker went on then to make Hardcore Henry with Charlotte COBWEB. And yeah, so it's that sort of style, and the villainous done that really, really well. They do continue that. It does continue that in Carter, but I just think they didn't have the budget for it. Anyway, so that's Kill BOKSOON. When is this going to hit Netflix? March 31st. March 31st in South Korea, apparently, which is very, very soon. It's saying March 31st. Yeah, March 31st on Netflix. So I don't know if that's going to be a worldwide release, but we can expect to see that sometime soon and arriving on Netflix too. So that is Kill BOKSOON. So the last movie that I want to talk about is probably my favorite. Probably, definitely is my favorite from the list. And that is the new movie from Kim Ji-woon, who also has a movie on Netflix. His previous movie was on Netflix called A Night in Paradise, which is very good as well. So this is the new movie from Kim Ji-woon, who is most famously known for I Saw the Devil, which is one of the best serial killer movies out there in existence. It's just so good. He also done like A Bittersweet Life, A Tale of Two Sisters. Like this guy's filmography, he's one of my favorite directors, not only in South Korea, but just of all time. Just remarkable. And also, his new movie is starring my favorite South Korean actor and also one of my favorite actors of all time, and that's Song Kang-ho, a man I believe can do any genre, and he can release any movie. I don't care if it's a kid's movie. I don't care if it's like a romance. I will watch anything with this man in it. He is like my new Philip Seymour Hoffman. I absolutely love Song Kang-ho. So the new movie is called COBWEB. Straight away, I was like, oh, that sounds dark. I was like, yes, like I'm hoping. I was just like, I don't care what genre this is. This is just a filmmaking duo that, you know, anything that they release is going to be phenomenal. Now, COBWEB is about a director called Director Kim, and he wants to reshoot his movie that he made, the ending of his movie that he made in the 70s, so it can be the masterpiece that it should be. The film, I'm going to say it's a drama. Now, it could be comedy, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a lot of violence. I could be wrong. But as I said, I don't mind. So it's going to be shot inside sound stages, and there's going to be 5 sound stages in total. So it's going to be a film about a guy making a film, which is weird. And it's going to be done on all stages and stuff. So we are going to be aware of this set. We're going to be aware that we are in sound stages, that it's actually actors, and it's a weird one. It's sort of like that Japanese zombie indie comedy. It's like a movie within a movie. One Cut of the Dead, which was also remade last year or the year before in France, and that was called Final Cut. So you can check out both those. And also there's a I don't know where it's from, but it featured on a recent movie hooker list, and it was called Everybody Dies at the End. Same sort of concept. The director wants to reshoot a horror movie, and I'm going to guess everybody starts dying. So COBWEB is, you know, it's that sort of movie. I guess we could call it like a little subgenre now, movies within movies. So guys, that is it. That is the new Kim Ji-woon movie that I'm so excited about, and also Kill BOKSOON, which is going to be on Netflix, and is from the director of The Merciless. And what was the first one? Point Men, the Taliban versus NIS agents. That sounds awesome. Guys, thank you very much for watching. And listen, if you enjoy all this, hit the subscribe button there, please. Thanks. Bye-bye. Please be fucking recording. Yes.